Hello and welcome back to Cyber Media. We are living in an era where seamless communication has become essential. Capturing crystal clear audio in meeting rooms and even auditorium is more critical than ever. To explore how cutting-edge technology is shaping professional audio solutions, we visited the Sennheiser India office for an exclusive hands-on demo of their ceiling microphone. There, we sat down with Ankit Sirohi. In this conversation, Ankit walks us through the innovation behind Sennheiser's ceiling mic solution. These microphones are designed to elevate audio quality, simplify installations, and enhance collaboration in today's evolving corporate and educational environment. So let's explore that.
So let me just take you how this is the ceiling tile, which is TeamConnect Ceiling solution. So in this we have two SKUs. One is for the medium room, one is for the large room, or you could say in the coverage area for both are different, which again I'll just come down to the coming up slides how they both are differentiate from each other. Now these both goes into ceiling as the name states and act as a microphones. Of course the capabilities is they have a tremendous capabilities of doing some feature sets and specifications that's a complement meeting room, even the classrooms, even the auditoriums as well, wherein the vocals communication is needed or vocal communication is happening. So this is again two feature sets as we were discussing how we differentiate Sennheiser from other, because these are the two feature sets which we are delivering to our customer, and we are delivering at a really satisfying level, wherein one is automatic dynamic beamforming, wherein what my ceiling tile does is it gives a single automatic beam dedicated towards a certain area, wherein it just focus to a active speaker whosoever is having a highest dB, or which we can set it in our program.
So here you are mentioning about beam. That beam is some kind of laser technology that is focusing on a certain area.
So it's a invisible beam, you could say. Right now also if we start video conferencing, so we'll not see anything in terms of a beam, but that beam will be it's a torch light like reflection which we will be having me into the spotlight. So my voice will be actively picked up and goes to the far end when I say to the other end of the video conferencing. So the moment you start speaking, so you can imagine a operator sitting behind automatic operator sitting behind, he's just rotating that torch to me, you, him, and anyone else who's sitting in the room.
It's just transiting the focus from you to me.
Yes.
And that is happening automatically. There is no manual action.
Correct. That is happening automatically. And the second USP which we have is we are delivering quite successfully as this feature called true voice lift. So true voice lift is something wherein we are delivering a feature set with the ceiling microphones, wherein local vocal conversations are happening in a single roof. It's like in a meeting room, a large meeting room, or a classroom, or an auditorium. Let's suppose, I'll take an example of classrooms. Let's suppose I'm the presenter and rest you guys are the students, right? So the moment I'll start speaking, the student sitting next to me or the first bench, he can be able to hear me without the speakers. Okay, so when we say voice lift, in voice lift particularly, it's not a sound reinforcement. Reason being, it's a vocal communication. It's an informative communication we are doing. We don't want to hear any music or something, just loudness. You want my voice to be understandable. So I can be as you can understand what I'm saying, right? You can make out from the communication that these are the information he is giving. So for that, let's suppose you are sitting next to or the first bench, so you don't want speakers to be firing towards your ear and me also, so you'll be getting two dual sound or feedback sound. So but let's suppose a student who's sitting after the 10 rows, he might not be able to hear what I'm saying. So what you do is we do a programming at the back end from the DSP and create particular zones with which is we call it mix minus. Through that mix minus, what we do is the same dB level which I'm just speaking, which you are hearing, we try to replicate the same dB level to the last bencher also and the middle benchers also, and likewise the with the two-way communication. Let's suppose the same last bench student wants to communicate with me, so he stood and just he just raised a hand and he just asked a question. So the student who's sitting next to him, he don't want him to his voice to get out of the speakers, but me sitting standing at a distance of 60-50 feet or maybe more than that, so might not be hearing his voice without any microphone. So from that level, his microphone, the microphone who's covering that area, will pick up his voice, and the speakers who are just in front of just above my head will be firing that audio and I'll be hearing. So that two-way communication without any keeping physical microphone in a hand or a collar on a headphone, so we are just delivering it. It's a true voice lift solution.
It's not only wireless, it's completely going next level, right? So no need to have a physical hardware is in your body or nearby you. It's just above your head.
Correct.
So Ankit, I have one thing here. What is the sound level who is speaking from the stage to the end? That sound is the normal you are speaking way, or otherwise you are just enhancing your volume कि भाई वो last तक पहुंच जाए मेरी आवाज. So what is the range of the speaking from the stage?
See, when we call about range, so it's like the same way I'm communicating to the student who's next to me.
Exit.
The same audio level I would like to maintain to the last point.
Okay.
It's not like I'm amplifying my voice.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So there are two terms. One is voice reinforcement, or second is voice lift. So you could take an example of voice reinforcement, wherein like now imagine I'm a singer, right? So I'm just singing in a microphone, and my voice just needs to amplify and just to go to the audience. There might be a chance they not be having the clear lyrics, but the drum kick or the guitar strings, they will be hearing the music as clear they want. But the communication which I wants to make, that is something a sensitive level we need to maintain.
But in ceiling mics, like you're talking about the beam, that is focusing on your voice and lifting that voice. So for example, we are having this Sennheiser mic. Sometimes we have to keep it closer to us.
Correct.
Not this one or any one. Correct. Or sometimes, depending on the requirement, we can have it
Correct.
A little bit far. But in this case, the roof and the ceiling, that distance or the height is fixed. And whatever was is my height. I could be on 5 feet. Another person could be on 6 feet, 7 feet, depending on that person's height. So height will be variable, but your focus will be that person, and it will be capturing from 1 feet as well as the 7 feet. The range will be same for this, the lift.
Yeah. So exactly. So that's a really I would appreciate. That's a really nice question. I've never heard a question from any customer or several like this. It's like Yeah, you're absolutely right. So it's like we'll be having the same audio, apart from it. It isn't as much as a distance we could, but that can be possible. The distance may be not more than a feet in terms of a wave, but the dV level will be as
Same to
the same to
As you are speaking and I'm hearing, the last person will be hearing the same voice with the same dB.
Correct.
At the
Correct. So the thing is, how ceiling microphone works is these microphones are very sensitive. So if I just put a vanilla microphone here, if I'm just doing this, he can pick this also. Okay. So I have to maintain in design in terms of a programming. So we have to design is that way that these much of vocal frequencies we have to set. So there, completing that voice lift, there is whole lot of programming and feature sets which we need to on a back-end level. The programming team just sits there and just do their stuffs from the back-end. That's how it gets achieved. That's how we call it the true voice lift. Apart from that, there are some certain other parameters also. Like let's suppose there is a for AC noise or a duct noise in a row. So how to deal with it? So we deal it with a feature called exclusion zone. So we will exclude that zone, and whenever on a any point of time, the microphone will not lift any voice from that particular angle.
Actually, that was my next question when you mentioned that if you are cracking on the table, that will be captured. And most of the mics are nowadays, even Sennheiser mics, they are coming with active noise cancellation.
Correct.
So that job is saying कि if you have any noise surrounding you, that will be not lift up. And you are saying कि if you are
Correct. So this one, sir. So this is an this is a phenomena of a microphone. So microphone is designed to pick everything, whatever is be it a noise or is designed like that. So again for vocal, what we do is we just bifurcate that. We just put a feedback or a feeds to a DSP that from this frequency to this frequency is something which you have to focus in, or you will lift only this frequency, and within that frequency is something which we can dedicate towards how human frequencies are covered. So that's how we can bifurcate, because this is the this might be a different frequency from what I'm speaking.
Right.
So my frequencies are quite low. Let's suppose Amitabh Bachchan is speaking, so his low frequencies are very 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 much low frequency he speaks in. He has a intense heavy voice. So we in our technical term we call it low frequencies, lows. So that's how we plan it. That's how we design the system.
So when you go for a setup in a meeting room or a auditorium, that depends on the client what they are looking forward. So you are parting those rooms into say small zones.
Correct.
And then you are deciding that this zone will be for this reason. If there is a duct, I have to isolate that part, and if the person is maybe defined that
Exactly.
people will be sitting here, or maybe in an auditorium people will be standing here and talking to the audience.
Right.
So you are capturing those, and then manually you are fixing those pointers.
Correct.
So what kind of setup is it is, right? Only these mics will not do.
Yeah.
So you will be needing a audio setup, then the back end maybe a amplifier kind of setup that will enhance the voice if required. Otherwise it will be a challenge for last venture to listen to sound.
I'll tell you from starting from input to output. So the basic you could say a requirement for achieving the voice lift is firstly of course a microphone for a input. Then the microphone gives goes to DSP, which is a digital signal processor.
If you have any images of those products, you can please show that.
But again, we as in Sennheiser, we only manufactures microphones.
Whatever your product.
Yeah. So we only in terms of achieving that, we only have microphones.
Yeah.
So microphone goes to a third-party DSP. Third-party DSP goes to amplifier. An amplifier gives that amplification to the speakers. And that's how the whole routing achieved. Input, then DSP is something who controls, you could say, manage the whole system. Output level, input level, mix minus, which I talk about, zoning, zone 1, zone 2, how to create a zones. So that was the part of DSP level.
So DSP is designed and developed by Sennheiser.
No.
So that is also third party.
That's a third party device.
Okay.
So only the microphones are
are
Sennheisers. Then after that we have DSPs. Then we have, of course, third party amplifiers and speakers.
So you are 80 years old.
Yeah. Now in January.
So you reach at this level of microphone you have developed. So what is the next level you are saying कि इसके आगे और क्या हो सकता है? Because there is no any stoppage.
So you're right. So it will be a really hard for me to answer sitting at this level. Reason being, day in day out, all these R&Ds are going on.
Yes.
Rigorously we are having a firmware updates. We hear about this much of additional we are doing. We can only imagine, or we can only hear some part of information from the top level that this is something which is happening or might happen in future. But giving a specific answer is something really difficult for me to say. But of course, just answering to basic sense, of course we'll be refining it. Whatever the flaws or something, we get it day in day out from a ground level. We just update it, we try to resolve it, and that's how it goes. Because which ways we get some new products, like video bar. It's a new product for us, so which has been launched last year only. So this is a new kitty. Video bar is something which it's a new add of new add up in the SKU, which has never been in Sennheiser's forte. But now we are doing it. Some expertise are, of course, with the microphones and audio. So if we take that device to a customer, so customer knows about how the legacy of micing and audio is Sennheiser. So of course it will deliver us something. So they have a trust in us. So that's how it is.
So how much I know, Sennheiser has a separate software that supports us, whether it is a bar or the microphone, anything, to enhance its capability day by day, and we get regular updates on that basis. But how much I know, the industry in terms of consumer, they are very active. On a smartphone you get notification, yes, there is a update.
Correct.
But in B2B segment, we rarely get some kind of update कि हाँ ठीक है एक साल में एक बार मिल गया, that is enough. But with Sennheiser we get regular updates. Sometimes it is maybe a quarter.
Correct.
And you get another update. So what is the strategy behind it? What kind of achievement you got out of this? How customers are taking you as a brand?
So understood. So taking out of it, so what I personally feel is, as in Sennheiser, so it's a family-owned company, right? Family-owned organization. So whatever we make profit out of it, so a major part of it goes to the R&D sections. So that is something which I believe is which gives a really push to the R&D part of Sennheiser, wherein regular updates, regular upcoming feature sets, firmwares are regularly updating and all. So this is something, my personal opinion, you could say this is personal, we could answer.
So one another challenge which I faced actually with this microphone only, which is Sennheiser. So if you are not getting any update, you release the update and your product is not updated till now. Sometimes customers face this issue, they are now unable to use the device. Is there any short-term solution for that till the time we are not getting another update or something?
Of course, that has been replicated to Pro Audio also. But what we do is we whenever the system upgrade or the firmware update pop-up comes up or information comes up to us, that same information through the email goes to our partners also.
Okay.
You could say not end user, but of course to the partner also. But now we are coming up with a a centralized software based, wherein I can't reveal it there, but wherein a central software will be having all the informations of course we still have, but that will be more refined, and we'll be having all the datas on a single platform, where everything, every emailer or the the information about the firmwares can be pushed. That is something maybe a part of in our future prospects. So right now, in terms of partners, that mail regularly goes to partners that for this particular model, firmware version 1 or 10.1 has been released. That's how it goes.
So in future, both will be conveyed to the partner as well as end user will get the notification.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So this is something we'll try to get in. This is something we can give a feedback, or there might be a higher chance that it is being already they are implementing into that.
Okay.
Because we knows that from here to within a year or year and a half we'll be shifting on a different platform, wherein a centralized software will be there to control everything, every data or something.
Now I would like to understand this ceiling mic. Okay, what kind of government has adopted it? You talk about education segment as well. So who are actually early adopters? Have you got some kind of feedback with them? Any challenges they got? You updated anything? What kind of journey you had?
See, in terms of ceiling microphone, government is something who are not the initiator for it. I'm not talking about specifically with the Sennheiser, but for the ceiling microphone market. Reason being, government officials still are hesitant in terms of security, in terms of wireless devices. So we still have to manage and educate them that that's why we emphasize on security part of it. So my all devices comes with really high security certificates, authorizations. So that's how we try to educate them till now also. But the adaptation, as you said, the adaptation is quite well. It's what we have seen is through the demonstration and through the POCs, we have clicked some really good customers, wherein they are now going in terms of in terms of comment, they are going towards ceiling microphone like anything. So this is something you could say speak of the town, or you could say the features such which all are discussing about the ceiling microphone, and people are getting into it. So in starting, yeah, we do have that restriction that how it will pick up, it will pick everything, cause in conventional gooseneck microphone and boundary microphone, so people are more habitual about speaking towards that microphone. Now it's like you're just sitting here and you have to just speak. So people are not aware about that. They are not getting any feedback from firstly feedback that my voice will go there or not, right? Even for the video part, the video cameras placed there, people have habit of speaking in like this, right? But now we are trying to you could imagine we are trying to give them a solution which is being placed in a ceiling microphone, and they have to just sit there, move their face towards the display and just speak.
You're making it very simple.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So unless they see a real life experience, or they that's a feel they get from the ceiling microphones.
How you are getting the people will adopt this? Because new technology adaptation is very fast in India. कुछ भी आता है बहुत जल्दी adopt होता है. But when we say the B2B, there is some challenges definitely. So, like Ashok was saying about partners, you are reaching through partners. So, what is the strategy for making your partners? How you are enhancing your partners' number, and how you are approaching them? कि भैया हमारा ही प्रोडक्ट आपको सेल करना है. This is the best. So that thing, I think, strategy that you are doing that, and others also. So how you are making to come on the number one on that?
First of all, how you are educating your partner. Okay, these are the features which may be attractive for government. These are the features which is for education segment or the different category.
So, if we speak about educating our partners, so that's a day in day out job for us, right? So me as a sales manager whose responsibility is to manage the channels, so my responsibility is to handle my partners only, and this is my responsibility to educate my partners, whatever the things are coming up, what feature sets I'm delivering, where are the pain point they are seeing, because these are the guys who are working on a ground level. There's a high chance that they are having more information about some feedback or some bugs before me, because they are just presenting to the customer, being there at site, and having that experiences on the barefoot on a ground. So from there, it's like regular trainings, regular information sharing. This is something which we regularly do. It's a part and parcel of our job. Secondly, as you said, how we are trying to give it an push into the market. It's like we are focusing majorly to the customers. We are trying to give them the appropriate solution as per their sites, as per their requirement, and we try to pitch our solution in their requirement. It's not like we just pushing them a product. We're just giving them a solution. See, until unless I'm giving them a solution, customer will buy it. So right now, as we have talked much about the education part, you go to a education, higher education facility. You speak to them you convince them to spend in something. They will not get ready until unless you're just giving them a solution. So again, taking an example for classroom scenario, the lecturers, the professors, the old professors, these guys act like a artist, and these guys are artists. So they act like I'll only teach my class over the the chalk and blackboard. I will not use that penna board. I will not handle this that mic. I'll not wear this mic. I'm not comfortable. So we are giving them a solution wherein their their faculty or their professor, the higher professors, are coming to a class and just clicking a button, and the whole meeting room is your whole classroom is just equipped with their whatever they want. And it's not like anyone who's asking a question, you are just handing over the mic, give to a row number 12, 30 or 14.
So majorly the conferences में this is the biggest.
Correct. So that's what I'm saying.
Mic, then go mic. Raise your hand, then we will pass it on. You can ask a question. So that is being solved then.
Correct. So that's how we are educating them. We are trying to fetch how what is the pain point they are getting, and try to give them appropriate solution as per the site condition side.
So whenever you have a new product launch, you first educate your channel partners.
Yes.
And then on a regular basis, you might be having some kind of things. Yes. So this new feature has been introduced.
Yes. And likewise, side by side, we educate our customers also.
So Ankit, just for your information on this, we have a channel obligation. Is the DQ channel. And we have the technology magazine, is the BC best. Both are different. One is covering the technology, one is the channel partners. So our team is meeting with the channel partners. They are taking their interviews about the production, things. So when we ask them about Sennheiser, anonymously, so if someone say, यार मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं है इसके बारे में, I'm not aware about that. So how you say कि 100% our partners are aware about our new updates and aware about our technology which we are going to sell in the market, the mass market. That is the I am saying the consumer. And the same when we say that you are saying कि भाई principal के पास या faculty के पास जाके मिलना है. So how you are approaching them? What is the strategy to approach? You are going individual colleges separately, or you are calling them at one place? How you are doing that?
See, this is again for the partner based. If I talk about for the partner base, so it's like right now, uh, I can never say 100% partners, are working with me. So it's always like a market like North, wherein in every 15 days or 1 month, every new partner is coming up there.
Yes,
There is opening their own business or something. So I have my job is to maintain my old partners and bring down the new partners who are working rigorously in a on a customer base. Coming back to that customer base point, so as I told, within the Sennheiser we have a highly beautiful concept of having business development managers. They do a fantastic job for us. They list down, they just hunt down from the sources, from the customer base, from their past network to a education, government, or to like your PSUs, CPWDs. These guys are having a regular demands, regular projects coming up. So this is something keeping into a market. So again, we have partners who are specifically doing governments. We have some partners who are specifically doing corporates. We have some partners specifically doing education. So those are also one of the important point for us. Reason being, within the let's say within the North, as in humanly not possible for me to reach out to everyone. So our job is to create that much of information into the market and to my partners, and those helping hand goes to the customer, and they educate about the Sennheiser to my customers.
So we talk a lot about this product. Can you show us some features, what actually they have, how they look like?
Just go to that. So these are some of the installation cases which we have. The right one you are seeing is High Court.
Okay.
This is the meeting room of High Court, and this is the Gale meeting room we have. This is again ONGC. So let's suppose this is a round table conference. Okay, so it's not a conventional meeting room. So we have installed 3 microphones and just covering it with that. So the range is, this is a tea lounge, tea house, wherein people may be sitting here and there and discussing whatever a business meeting is happening through that. So again, not a conventional meeting room or something. So this picture is specifically to showcase the vinyl wrapping of it. So it's like you could say the microphones, those are getting into the aesthetics of the room. So a vinyl wrapping can be done on our TCC2. Okay. Then this is again VIP rooms, chairman receptions area. Again, you can't even see if you are not, this is the microphone there, this is a different picture. These are the microphones. You will not be able to figure it out from the naked eye.
It can completely blend into the
Correct.
environment or the theme of the room.
Correct. Same like this. This is the VIP reception areas. Now, this is again classroom scenario. This is one of the IIT.
Okay.
So wherein you could see the teacher is just speaking without any hindrance, and the same will go to X.
I can recognize
Three is there for the students and one is for teacher.
Have you tried for Bharat Mandapam as well? That kind of any auditorium or something?
No, for Bharat Mandapam, we
Not Bharat Mandapam, but anything like that.
for auditorium, yeah, we did that, yeah. So again, conventional training rooms for corporates. This is again, it's a town hall,
Okay.
like it's a cafeteria or a town hall area wherein the sittings are not fixed. The chair, even the tables are not fixed. So
They can be,
as
as per the requirement, the sitting arrangement will be changed.
and you could see from here this presenter is there and this is the decision maker of them. Here then you could see Naveen also. So they are discussing from this much of distance without any microphone or something. Two-way communication is happening. Same, it's a university. This is the auditorium, like I was saying. This is a Nanyang Technology University. Again, auditorium, kind of a, and we are just achieving the voice lift for two-way communication. This is again one of very nicest installation we done. This is a command control area. So in the this sitting areas, the operator sits. They are having a video wall here from we do this one, black one, this black one. So all the informations are coming on that. Then this is a level 1 about that, right? So they have a microphones and speakers installed here, and this is the upper ground. So the senior guys or the superior guys, but the senior guys would be monitoring them, and they're just seeing over this video wall through this glass, and they're just redirecting them on the ground floor. Now this needs to be done, and the same two-way communication is happening from the first floor and second.
How secure are all these equipments when we install there? What is the security? Because all are the confidential some way. Because meeting room है, बहुत बड़े बड़े लोग बैठे हुए हैं वहाँ पे, आपका installed है वहाँ पे, internally they are decided. How secure is all this that nothing will come out?
So that's what I'm saying. So we focus and we pass on every security test before any device launching to the market, and we surpass all the tests, and those are the security certificates which we are having. So we just pass all these certificates, which are, you could say, mandatory from the government side also and from some corporates also. So right now this breaching information data, this is something which is crucial for everyone. So
Can I say you are GDPR and DPDPA both ready?
sorry, but I'll not be able to comment on that because I'm not aware about that terminology, to be honest. Maybe my technical team will be able to answer.
One thing more, here you have told that the connection of ground floor or first floor. So is there any facilities you did, any institutes where in a classroom, class is happening through this and the dean is sitting in there, his room, and he wants to instruct sir क्या पढ़ा रहे हो आप, इसको ठीक करो यार.
Yeah, but that can be achieved with the video conference also.
But that's a feature of there.
Yeah, you can achieve that, can be achieved from the video conference also.
Okay, that's it.
And for the lecture rooms, we
Use those. Yes.
streaming also, broadcast also.
Broadcast.
It's a reception meeting area,
Okay.
and this is again a multifunction room.
So it's tell me, like, this is a room, I guess maybe more than 100 people can sit.
Yeah.
And if one mic, or we are going to install 4 to 5 mics on each table, then person can pass on whenever is required. Otherwise, you are going for the second mic.
Yes.
So the cost differences is another factor which majorly consumers or end user go forward. Okay, for the normal mics, spending this much, and for ceiling mic, this is the cost. So what is the differentiation between you and other mic solutions available? Definitely easiness is there. The betterment is there. There is no wire, no transferring of the mic or those kind of challenges are not there. So that is preferable majorly for most of them. But is there any major cost difference between this solution and the normal one?
See, of course, there will be a cost difference. There will be a cost difference because ceiling microphones are, of course, having a
Premium.
high value, premium value, other than the wired microphones of them. But then again, the variation is that much, but that comes down to the installation part, wiring part. So that comes down to a certain level that the cost can be justified as that. But of course, if a customer having a certain budget, not to surpass that, so of course we have to, because we also deal into wired microphones and all. So we are also selling that microphone. So we have that customer base also who are still buying our wired microphones, that conventional wired microphones, gooseneck, boundary. We have that customer also who are getting who wants to buy gooseneck and boundary microphone, but those should be wireless. That's a midway of it. Then we also have a customer who was buying ceiling microphones. That's all right.
So there is no major gap, like in terms of overall costing of a meeting room solution. So there is no major gap if someone is interested in investing 10 lakh rupees. So he is happy to invest maybe of 20 to 30% extra and he is ready with
It will not be, see, if we talk about wired one, the difference will be more than that, 20-25%. It's more than that. But again, that totally depends on, let's suppose we are giving a solution to a 12-seater room. The cost difference will be higher than that. Let's suppose we are giving a solution to 120-seater and they wants to go for a wired solution. So the chassis, the backend processing,
multiple equipments,
will be, of course, higher than that.
Then the costing will be
the gap will be lesser than that. Then wiring.
So that's
for
why my question came
each
here.
mic. Correct.
If 100 people are sitting, then maybe cost difference would be that much, or maybe 20 to 30%.
Correct.
And the customer will be happy to have a
Exactly.
wireless solution.
And apart from that, the managing that amount of inventory is something
For you,
customer looks at. Yeah.
maintenance will be lower.
Yeah.
For managing a cabled meeting room, that is far challenging than a wireless solution.
And ceiling microphone is something which we are giving a 5 years of warranty.
Okay.
Apart from that, every product comes with, apart from video bar, now it's 3 years. Apart from that, every microphone comes with a 2 years warranty, but this comes with 5 years warranty. That's how the reliability is. Use this device. It's a microphone, right? The only thing is it's just going towards your ceiling, in your ceiling. So it should have a different bracket, or it has to be a 2x2 tiling wherein you can fix it. So same microphone, let's suppose this is the meeting room, we are converting it into workstation, and those workstation we have to convert to meeting room. So the same device goes there and we can do it. The only part which might change, why I'm saying might change, is only wherein the space is increasing. So let's suppose here we are operating with one microphone and we are changing it to a different meeting room wherein 2 microphones are required. So of course you can just add one thing, but on the DSP level, backend level, there might be a chance that your DSP having the channels are already filled. To add a additional device, you have to change the DSP for a bigger chassis or bigger channels. But transferable, yes.
It is just totally transferable. It is under your AMC.
So AMC, see, it's under our warranty. So AMC is something which partners take. So, as we talk about the application, these are the two devices, two products in ceiling we have. This is for the mid-size meeting room, and this is for the large meeting rooms. Collaboration or lecture spaces, we can use it for both. Now, the differentiate is this is majorly the coverage and the number of SMD electrodes, or in a layman language, I could say the microphone capsules. So the smaller one comes with the 15 microphone capsules, and the square one comes with 28. Okay. So the coverage area of this is, you can see 40 meter square in my slide, but as we have lastly discussed, is being changed to 50 meter square with last software update, firmware update. Now the next slides, the next presentations we will be having will be with the 50 meter squares. Then again, the radius is 3.5 meters, which we are happy. Now this is the connectivity, backend connectivity, coming with the now again, this is again you could say a really good invention, you could say, mindset which we are putting into it is it comes with analog and digital output both. So you can directly connect to a DSP who's Dante enabled or digital, of course, or to a analog output can be directly given to the analog channel of a DSP.
Still, analog channels are being used.
Yeah.
Otherwise, digital is more popular nowadays.
Government.
Go.
So going to digital, there might be a chance they are having some restrictions using the digital. They still use the analog. So we have analog ready.
Keeping customer requirement in case even the older one who is having the analog output receiver then this device can fit in.
Correct. And suppose from the day 2 they want to go with the digital one, the same device can be used.
In this room, these microphones are installed. So where are these equipments?
Which one? No, this is the back end of.
No, but somewhere it has been installed.
Within this room? Is this is installed within this room or not?
I'll tell you. This is people. This is not DSP. Okay. So this is the microphone. This is the back end of the microphone.
Okay.
These are the slots.
Talking about the ports.
So we are just showcasing the slot here.
Oh.
So slots are just connecting to wire is door.
Three slots are there.
3 slots are there.
In the back end of it.
Back end of this. Now this is the bigger one, the square one. Both comes in black and white. TCC2 can get vinyl wrapping as a customization. It has a 28 electrodes. Then 80 meter square is the coverage, 5 meter is the radius.
So first one was that this is 28.
Yeah.
Capsules, and last one was 50.
So herein again we have a PoE control, Dante primary and secondary for cascading, and then analog of course in the same in this also. Then as we discussed, we have automatic dynamic beamforming technology. So this is the conventional microphones or you could say fixed lobe system which are available in the market, wherein let's suppose multiple, you could say these multiple lobes are already created and these are fixed. So anyone who's speaking out of this lobes are not picked with a really less voice. With my microphones, this is the dynamic beamforming. This is the active speaker, this tracking. Now in this scenario, this is the active speaker. This, let's suppose, is standing in a corner and speaking. So the same, I don't have a limitation in terms of fixed lobes or a multiple. Let's suppose this guy moves his chair to there. So I'm not restricted to this because at the time of installation, this is what they have to do, and this is what we have to do. They have to fix where the 8 lobes or whatever lobes they are having. So we have a dynamic, so it just goes automatically towards the active speaker. So this is what we call automatic and dynamic beamforming. As we discussed, true voice lift. For the true voice lift, after every 12 feet, it's a physics phenomena, right? So it's a physics calculation. After 12 dB, there is always loss of plus 3 dB, and same wise increases in terms of it. So that's why we require voice lift.
Voice lift, sir.
So for voice lift mode, we just have to engage it from the control cockpit, which is our software, which wherein as we have discussed, which can control the device and have the specifications and permutation combinations can be changed from the software. So these are again some of the feature sets. Voice lift mode, mute threshold we have, maximum gain before feedback, how from where we have to cut down the feedback. Let's suppose take an example, this door opens and a loud noise comes into the room. So to cut down the feedback, we can have a threshold set in that above this gain, if you hear a sound from this gain, you have to mute. So we can just mute the microphone to restrict it getting into feedback zone.
Okay. Is that automatically this?
Yeah, it's automatic.
Or we can restrict this space if there is some sound is coming from this side, so you won't pick it up.
Exactly. Then we have noise gate settings, like again hold time setting, how to if it is getting muted, for how many milliseconds we have to mute it. That is something that deep down customization you can do it from the software. Then this is the again for the voice lift, that's how we achieve. We create zones, like the speaker is standing here and this is a zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. So let's suppose speaker who's speaking for zone 1, we don't need any amplification or our voice to be come out from the speakers. So and same for zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, we want the output to be now
installed as
yes. So that's how this is the programming part of it. So we create zones. So both the devices are for particularly for India is concerned, Team certified, MS Team certified, and Zoom certified. So these are some of our technological alliance partners, wherein the collaboration works with like QSC, Criston, Lightware, Kramer, Lumens, wherein these guys are expertise in having these.
These are your customer.
These are our alliance partners.
Alliance.
As I say, we only manufacture microphones.
Okay.
For let's support DSP, so we might have to customer might have to use QSC, Criston, right? Zilica.
Okay.
Right.
So this is the partner. So who was the customer? Is there any list of that?
Right now I'm not having a list, but we can.
Okay. Because when we say the partner, it is okay. But when we say the customer, so then we say or we can assume the reach. Let's think that. Okay. Suppose you show me the list of around 20 institutes, for example. MIT or NIT or Galgotia or something there. Because that is your main target. Or maybe you say, okay, nice, sir, Microsoft, and these are the rooms where we have installed. So, through partners, you are reaching to all of them, which may convert, may not convert based on their requirement that you are trying. So overall base, when we see the customers, or it's how much is that? It's only through partners that you are doing. So how partners are giving you the feedback from the market? Okay, what is the requirement? Is there requirement or not requirement, and when will be the requirement? Is there any feedback you are getting from them?
No, so
You
so-
understood, I think.
yeah. So correct. So the thing is, the the requirement comes from the both ways, right? Majorly, partner is something who's managing in and out for the customer. So there might be a chance he is sitting with the customer for in a week for 2 days. Maybe they have supplied something else and going for a AMC or repair or something else, or your maintenance, regular maintenance, or regular meetings, right? So they might be having a discussion with the customer that this is the requirement they are generating, this is the solution they want, and of course we give them information about us, that something which we can achieve it. And there is to be honest, there is a separate ways also, wherein customer also reaches coming up with that, guys, this is the solution which I am looking for, can you deliver us, can you just show me how you can do it for us. So that also. So again, for the design we have color variants, black and white, customized painting or vinyl wrapping can be customized into it. So this is a kind of wrapping we can do, but that can be done only for this 2x2, wherein you can't do this vinyl wrapping to other products, other party products. Reason being, we have microphones installed in a crossways. That's the only thing.
See.
So again, for the camera controls also, like for speaker tracking or something. So why we mention it in our product is, or you could say in our slide is, we give an accurate amount of information or feedback to our DSP, that and DSP gives that information to camera. See, you have to look onto this person, he's sitting at this angle. So this proper angle wise feedback goes to DSP, and that replicate to the
Video part, so you can capture that person and in correct video.
So again, for multi-vendor collaboration, like you could say Boss is something for their amplifier, Crystron is for the backend controller, then Extron is for that, and then we have a touchpad, Panasonic cameras. So multiple products can be collaborate, or you could say can be done in a single position. Then it has intelligent noise control. Again, it can be focused on voices, from where the voices are coming, and hence the voice tracking, noisy environment. Those are the things we can eliminate with the what you would say, high pass filter or low pass filters. For we use it in a backend process to eliminate those voices. So these are some of the examples we give it to customers, partners. So these are some of the examples you could eliminate as a voice, like fan voice, havoc systems, like racks, mechanical hums, electronic hums, or air purifiers, which is again a new thing in the boardrooms. So these are the noises we can eliminate.
In this room the AC is running, so AC voice also will be eliminated, because sometimes उसका जो वैक्यूम होता है, उसकी जो साउंड होती है, वो किस तरीके से, मतलब दैट इज ऑल्सो एलिमिनेट करने का भी इसके अंदर होता है. सो इतना माइन्यूट होता है.
I'll tell you. So it's always like microphones are built to capture, as we discuss, everything. So it's like the programmer who's sitting in a room have to see and analyze, and have to see in the system what microphone is picking the voices. So there might be a chance it's like AC is running, it's running in this room also, but we are not hearing any So let's suppose those old typical ACs installed, I'm not sure what, if we call it ceiling ACs, they just create a whole lot of sounds. So uska voice eliminate करने के लिए we have to analyze that frequency and we have to cut down with the
Another way actually in the AC.
yeah. We are the best option. The best option. Our life will get easy if that is the case.
खर्चा भी कितना यार फिर वो कस्टमर कहेगा रहने दे ग्रेट
Again, as we talk about exclusion zones and then priority zones, we can create a priority zone also. Likewise, if a chairman generally sits at that side of a table, and generally chairman age, the chairman, that age gap is, they have a age related issues into that. So they might be having a lower voice vocals into that. So what we can do is we can just
speak loudly.
correct. So we can just prioritize that seat. So at any point of time that person speaks up with any voice level, dB level, his voice will be picked up. And again, of course, they're just talking about the control cockpit 8.1, which is the latest one, wherein we can have all these feature sets can be controlled into that. Then, as I said, we focus more on sustainable packaging. Of course, the product is made to last. Just because of that, we have a 5 years of warranty. The reliabilities, we know about the product. We can.
So still you're manufacturing in China or?
No. This we are manufacturing. 2 manufacturing unit we have, Germany and Romania.
Yeah. Sir, R&D is also there in
Germany. It's in
India.
Okay. So, be it any room, like a small room or a bigger room. So this is the problem solver, as we have reflecting. Now this is something software in our website we are having, which is a free of cost software to build a room, okay, and to design what product can be in and how the heat map can be generated. That can be easily done, which is useful for us also and for the partners also. So that's all from the ceiling type card. So this is a demo for control cockpit, the software which we have, and in this software you could see ceiling 1, ceiling 2, ceiling 3. These are the dummy ceiling microphones you can see from the location room C, room D, room F. So ceiling 1 microphone is located in room number C. We can change it as per that. Let's suppose we have this room which is IND India room. This is folk. Second room is folk. We can change it, or rhythm, or whatever the rooms are there. Then let's suppose we have some charge. These are the charging stations for handheld microphone, or so we can see the connectivity, right? Then room B, it shows that we have 2 lapel microphones receiver working fine. And same if I goes in towards room A, let's suppose it's another room A, wherein one handheld microphone is installed, one a gooseneck microphone is installed, and one again a headphone or a lapel microphone is installed. So it gives an idea about it. And let's suppose this is a room number F, wherein for one transmitter, for one gooseneck microphone or lapel microphone is there, but lapel microphone's battery is down. So it indicates that it's battery low on channel 1. So that's how you can go into that, all the informations about it. You can even have the information and device registered as TC bar, TCM, TCCM. Now going back to it, let's suppose I opened a ceiling microphone 1 in room number C. So these are the audio levels, like level gains. Main gain is here. I want to have a input as a automatic gain or manual gain, how I need to set a gain. So I can just toggle this switch from here to here and see how it goes into the system and how the output is coming. Same is like true voice lift, like this is the room. Now we are doing a video conference, so I don't need the voice lift, so I can just turn it around to deactivate the voice lift. And then again, this is the gate, noise gate and threshold, how I want to the threshold can be done. Deep down to it, we can prescribe as a describe it as a hold time for how much milliseconds I need to mute when the feedback goes up, right? Then again, we even have the installation type. We can inform the system that this is a flush mount microphone or a suspended microphones. Reason being to give a more clear feedback about to the device that this is the ceiling height, but my microphone is suspending below the ceiling. So these much of informations we can mute it from here also. Let's suppose I'm the operator or the IT guy, and within some room, the mute thing, they want to mute the microphone, some internal meeting going on, so they just call IT guy, I want the mute. So I don't have to rush into the room, that particular room. Just open from my laptop, my desk, and just mute it for that. Then apart from that, as we talk about, this is a zone. So now this, you could say, this is the zone for ceiling microphone. This is the blue one, and herein, if you can see this zone 1, right? If I put it off and if I put it on, so it will indicate that which one will be my exclusion zone. So these two black spots are in zone 1 and zone 3. I have activated and ask it to be it as a exclusion zone. So any voice which will be coming from this zone will not be picked from my microphone. Same for the priority. I can generate that, how the weightage needs to be given to that particular seat. Is it high? Is it medium? Or is it max? So I can give it, and then I can even have a priority zone. Like I can just increase the area of the priority zone also. Let's suppose this is the circle.
Please decrease that.
Correct. So let's suppose my person sits here. What I'll do is I'll just drag down to this and put this. Now this is the only priority zone I'm having. I'll just have. Now the priority zone comes from here to here. Similarly, the exclusion zone. So this is the working area. Now I have to specifically go to a particular point like here, and this is a sensitive room. So any other area I can get it. So it goes up to 20 degree by 30 degree vertical zone is created, and now apply. So the zone is applied. Now again, we can change the LED brightness. As you could see, these are the LED brightness in green. We can change it to any color. We can change it to red. We can change it to blue.
And these are RGB lights.
Correct. And we can change it to the brightness can be changed. We can change the room name. We can change the location. If we are just changing it, you can see the serial number also. Let's suppose system got faulty. I just keep that serial number, just punch it to the Sennheiser website or Sennheiser backend team for service team, or that this system is having an issue like this, and that can be easily. Now, as we have discussed, this is the easiest thing to select which firmware is updated. It gives me 1.8.0 is the firmware of my device, but these are the updated versions are already released, so I can just update my device.
So if updates will come, it will be highlighted.
Correct, it will be highlighted there. You can see, like same in our iPhones or in our phone. So it just you have to just select and just that can be done. And again, this green microphone light, green, orange, pink, red, light green, yellow, all this you can do it. When a microphone get mute, you want it red, or you want it orange, you want it yellow, you can done. So that's how it is. And apart from that, so 3 we have covered. This is a network. Again, to get a Dante out, IP addresses, IPv4 addresses, all can be added and changed from there. You can get the MAC address updates, network mode, which is what network mode we are operating. It's a audio redundance mode or switch mode. Dante default setting. You want to set the typical Dante settings, which if it has a handshake to another device, let's suppose another device like another DSP, another third-party DSP. So that can be done from default Dante setting from here. So all these can be done from here.
So doesn't matter whatever number of devices you have from Sennheiser, all can be connected through one single console, and then that can be customized and managed.
Correct.
So Arithro, now tell me, I'm standing just in front of the screen. Are you getting me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. I'll put you in just yesterday. I put you in here up yet.
So I'm switching from front to back. Let me know if there is any change in the voice.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah, I didn't get you loud and clear now. When you were walking, so I felt that the voice is moving to the room. But now that you're stationary in that position, that place, I think you're loud and clear.
Okay. So while moving, there's maybe some kind of distraction. But when you are
was tracking you. Yeah.
right, and when you are standing or sitting on a particular zone, then it will be clear to you.
I can hear you just as if you were standing next to the TC bar right now.
Okay.
Before this.
So again, that is one more setting, something for this particular room. We have not kept it for idling for voice lift or something, wherein active speaker can move around or something. So we kept it like we generally don't use that case in particular this room, that a speaker is roaming around or something. They're just sitting around and talking to the far end. That's how it is. So.
But it depends on the scenarios where you are installing and what kind of requirement is there. You can definitely make it possible if someone is
that minute customization is something I think you can hear us when we talk, and when the microphone converts, the lobe converts from my side to Ashok's side, right? So that will be I think much easy or fluent if you can.
Right.
Thank you, Arithro. I guess we can just switch to normal mode.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.